Hello and welcome to Explain the Charts. Today is May 30th, 2025, and we're going to be analyzing Microsoft stock, MSFT, covering both recent news and the stock's chart data. Recent news is largely positive. Jefferies maintains a buy rating, and analysts are bullish on Azure and AI. Citi raised their price target to $540. Morningstar considers Microsoft undervalued, and Barclays purchased 100,000 Copilot licenses, demonstrating their commitment to AI technology. However, Microsoft faces increasing pressure to meet its carbon-negative goals, and a record high was set nearly a year ago, indicating it has been difficult for Microsoft to breach that level. With that in mind, let's jump into our first chart, the daily chart for Microsoft. Looking at the daily chart, we can see a volatile period over the past year. There's been an overall upwards trend, but a lot of movement along the way. It appears Microsoft peaked in July 2024 around the $468 mark and is now trading lower at about $458. This supports the article's claims that Microsoft is approaching a record high but hasn't broken it. We saw a big crash near the start of February 25, with the price dipping below $400, where it consolidated and pushed back upwards towards new highs. However, it was unable to break the July 24 record. So it seems Microsoft stock has had difficulty continuing to push higher despite overall positive news. We can see another recent crash at the start of May 25, followed by some recovery. Let's switch to the 1-hour chart to analyze the recent price action in more detail. Looking at the hourly chart, the recent price action is showing some consolidation. There doesn't seem to be much momentum either way, with the price bouncing between the $456 and $462 levels. Given the positive news, a breakout above $462 might signal a continuation of the bullish trend in the short term. However, if it breaks below $456, we could see a further pullback. The short term is hard to make a strong call on. Let's briefly examine the 15-minute chart for Microsoft to zoom in on the very recent activity. While it is overall choppy, we can see Microsoft has been struggling to maintain its current price around $458 as of today. A strong push in either direction soon would have to push through a lot of candles in a consolidated range. Perhaps earnings reports later in the year will be the catalyst for that. In summary, the key price levels to watch are $468, the record high, $462 near-term resistance, and $456 near-term support. Given all the factors, the most likely outcome is a continued consolidation around the current price level in the short term. In the longer term, positive AI developments could trigger a bullish breakout, with a potential price target of $514 based on analyst estimates, with the most bullish analysts targeting $550. However, investors should also be aware of potential risks, including macroeconomic uncertainties and competition in the AI and cloud sectors, which could push prices back down towards $400. For now, keep an eye on those important price levels, and I'll see you next time on Explain the Charts.